With the types of cloud computing services covered, let's learn about the different cloud deployment models. There are multiple types of cloud computing models out there. The first one, and probably the most popular, is the public cloud, where you have a cloud vendor that provides cloud services to multiple clients. All the clients securely share the same hardware in the backend. A private cloud, on the other hand, is when the hardware is only used by a single company, which most of the time, but not necessarily always, owns the hardware and data center. This is very close to the traditional data center model that we always had, but in a private cloud, most of the time, IT, which manages the data center, bills the different departments for the services that they use. Next up, we have the hybrid cloud, which is a combination of both a public and private cloud with automation and orchestration between the two. The last option is the community cloud, which is a shared infrastructure between several organizations with common security, compliance, and jurisdiction concerns. We often see this example of community cloud when governments from different countries set up a shared services division that hosts all of IT for that government. Let's dive deeper into each one of them. First, most cloud offerings are in the public cloud, so unless it's otherwise specified, public cloud is the default. Inside the public cloud, each client has their own tenant. That's how we call your space in that cloud provider, including all your services and data, they are in your tenant. Most organizations only have one tenant, but some of them might have multiple tenants, especially after a merger or an acquisition, for example. You will often see the term tenant all throughout your career around cloud computing, and terms like tenant-to-tenant migration, meaning from one cloud tenant to another cloud tenant. Now for private and hybrid cloud, cloud providers are offering services allowing organizations to manage their private cloud using the same tools, experiences, and app models in your on-premises or hybrid data centers. Some industry examples include the Azure Stack or AWS Outposts. Another big advantage is that given you use the same technology as in the cloud but on-premises, it makes it a lot easier to transfer workloads to the public cloud in the future if you decide to do so. Lastly, probably the most popular type of community cloud are for government. Microsoft, AWS, Google all offer specific versions of their tools such as Microsoft 365 GCC or GCC High that can handle data that is subject to specific government regulations or requirements such as FedRAMP, DoD, CGIS, and more. Another example community cloud can be an offering that is specific to a certain country. For example, Microsoft offers Azure China, AWS has AWS China, and there's many more examples like this. Those cloud services are deployed in that country and often are separated from the rest of the global cloud infrastructure of that vendor. This way, it ensures that the data only lives in that specific country, and while you might see them advertised as sovereign clouds, they're technically community clouds based on our cloud deployment model.